Here's the second down play. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Big pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Buckeyes have 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9. Pop pass on the jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he scores. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Team is on the field. Let's see if we give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This is a squib kick right to one of the blockers on the return team. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. And the Hoosiers offense is back out there on the field. Direct snap to the back. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver makes the grab. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. They keep the drive going. It's a first down at the 46.
Mark down at the 46-yard line. That's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Indiana 7.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch downfield. Finally brought down, but this is a big play. Moves the ball down to the 21.
Well, it's a good ball here by the quarterback, but I have to back up and look at the route by this tight end. He puts such pressure on this defense and makes it very easy for the quarterback to be able to make an accurate throw because he gets separation.
Here's the handoff. He muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Hoosiers will line up now. It's 1st and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers.
Touchdown, Indiana. Number 0 with the carry.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And a catch made in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Indiana 15, Ohio State 14.
Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner will be brought down.
To the 13. And your Ohio State Buckeyes will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Pressure is coming. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air.
Chris, as this play was unfolding, the only thing I wanted to know was he going to get the ball over the defense to the running back. Once the back caught the ball, look out. Big yards ahead.
Breaking tackles. He's going to lose yardage there. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for this back. He tried to do everything that he could to get to the edge, but give the defense a lot of credit. They did an excellent job of containing him and eventually running him out of bounds.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
Looks to the left, pass caught. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be. And is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage.
He's brought down at the 23-yard line. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Indiana.
First and 10 now for the offense. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Oh, grabs it near the sideline. It's a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a first down.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Back in motion now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Second down and goal upcoming. Here's the option play. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket now, looking to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Indiana. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. On first and 10, looking to throw. He's going to take off here. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Looking to pass here on second down. Catch made on the out route. They'll bring him down, but the spin cycle put on that defender, my goodness. First down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Deep shot caught inside the 15. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Tight end goes in motion. They finally corral him at the 1. The Buckeyes looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on first down. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Defense getting very heavy here, looking to stuff the run.
42 Spider.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Breaks the tackle to get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 1. It's now 4th and goal.
Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime.
Let's go.
And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Of course, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. This is a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
And now here comes the point answer attempt. And the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. This is a squib kick picked up by one of the up men. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Hoosiers will kick it deep to begin the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
And the offense makes its way onto the field, hoping for a successful drive. Snags the quick throw. Will he score here? Touchdown, Hoosiers. Strong game by this quarterback. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Indiana, 29. Ohio State, 21.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, with good coverage that time. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Just trying to get rid of it. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. Second down after the incompletion.
6-9-1.
And the quarterback dropping back. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
Looking to make a big play downfield. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out a scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31. Offense makes its way on the field to get the drive started. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He'll take a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up. And it's complete downfield. And he's into the end zone, but hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. So the touchdown taken off the board by the offensive pass interference penalty. What a huge call in this game. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We go with a direct snap. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The offense couldn't convert on 4th down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Can't connect in the long throw. Incomplete, a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This drive is important. Last one and an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Solid run, tackled at the 45-yard line.
But I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect 3rd down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Works his way inside the 10. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line. The Buckeyes with 1st and 10 here.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. You get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. Handoff from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So let's see what the play caller likes here on 3rd and short from the +27. It's a quick grab. He's got some room. Can he get there? Touchdown, Ohio State. This quarterback on fire today. That's a crucial response for this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Empty backfield now as they go for two. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it into the end zone. That conversion will tie up this game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. The last time they went for it on fourth down, didn't get it, and it ended up costing them 6 points. And they bounce back here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pocket breaking down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Now you just felt that one coming. Third down and long. Those defensive linemen are in that sprinter stance. They know the offense is going to have to throw. Great job of using that athletic ability and speed to get after the quarterback to come up with that sack.
And the returner is brought down. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. He'll hand it off. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
With the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Bringing pressure. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to win a first down play. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. So here we go, 3rd down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Can he get there on the ground? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, here we are now on 4th down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
No problem. Knocks it right through. And they jump back in front. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And here comes the Indiana offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Picks up the first, looking for more. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the back now goes in motion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. Breaks clear over the right side. Can they chase him down? And he's into the end zone. But hold on. There's a flag down. This might be coming back. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the Hoosiers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Hoosiers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Gets the first and still running. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense got out-muscled at the point of attack there, and the back showed good vision to get to the hole and get the first down.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Testing the right side here. Tackled way behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose 7 yards.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Important second down play coming up. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen.
Well, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, and he picks up some big yards, they get a real shot here now on third down.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side.
Hey, the best thing that happens here, Chris, is he gets out of bounds. Gives the offense a chance to regroup, huddle up, make sure they have the right call here for this critical fourth down.
Here we are late in a one-score game, and they're going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
That's really good coverage downfield, and it just looked like the quarterback was waiting and waiting and waiting a little bit too long. By the time he decides to try to make a throw, nothing's open. The result is a sack and a turnover on downs.
They'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2. Now the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays in time. Be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. He makes the grab. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. You set it down to the offense. 1st and 10. And they'll use the ground game here. Throws a stiff arm. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by their offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Important third down play coming up. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the quarterback just kneels down. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.